Just a few degrees. That's what can make the difference between landing that little white ball in the swamp or on the green. And so it goes with planning for retirement. Your swing. Environmental factors like the wind and the mechanics of the tools you use can have an impact on your golf game. And similarly, many factors affect your comfort in retirement. But just as experienced golf pros can help you adjust your game and keep you off the rough, Alfie Townsend, CFP, helps people adjust their retirement strategies in his practice at Advantage Retirement Group every single day. Joining us once again is Alfie Townsend. He is a certified financial planner. Great to have you on.
Hey, great to be here again, Stephanie.
And also author, speaker, and TV host of Saving the Investor TV show, which airs right here on Fox 4 every Sunday morning at 10, so make sure you tune into that. But we're talking about your book today, by the way. Congratulations on your book. I've been able to scroll through some of the pages. I'm so impressed, and I have so much to learn. I can't wait to read more. But chapter 2, Avoiding the Hazards, really piqued my interest. When you're talking about avoiding the hazards, what are some of those, and what happens when you start running out of income?
Well, one of the things with retirement is the income. You have to get that right, Stephanie, because if you run out of income, remember, when you're working, you have that paycheck coming in.
Right.
But when you stop working, now you have to take your hard-earned money and make an income out of it. And a lot of advisors really don't know how to do that.
Right.
And that's where you have to really have an expert. Make sure you have an income plan in place with retirement.
So I think the key there, and one of the things to look at, is failing to plan, right?
Yes.
And so many of us, as you mentioned, end up doing that. I can't imagine the change. You know, you're so used to, as you said, having that income, bringing in that check, and then all of a sudden life is a little bit different. So you really need to have the right plan in place and talk to the right people, even more importantly.
Well, a lot of times people get their, you know, I play golf a lot, Stephanie, and a lot of times you're going to get that advice from people that you're playing golf with. You're going to get that advice from people on TV, people, you know, on the internet. So you have to make sure you're getting the advice from the right, you know, place, because if you don't, and we talk about there's no mulligans in retirement.
Right.
And a mulligan, if you play golf, you know, you get a do-over.
Yes.
And a lot of times in retirement, you don't get a do-over. So you have to make sure you have a plan in place, you know, not just with your income, but with your investments, because we always talk about reverse dollar cost averaging. And what reverse dollar cost averaging is when you're taking income, as you're taking that income, what happens is if the market's going down as you're taking out your money, you're going to run out of money. So you have to make sure your portfolio is efficient, and you're not taking unnecessary risk, and you're not in something too risky for income that you're taking.
Do you see that a lot, where people fail to plan and don't really put that concrete plan into place, or don't maybe want to put it onto paper? Is that what you see with a lot of people?
Yes, I do. So when people come in, a lot of times they don't have a plan, or they think they have a plan. And that's even worse if you think you have a plan.
Right.
And we always say validate your plan that you currently have. And a validation is very easy. You come in and we look at what you have. We tell you what your fees are. We tell you what your expenses are, the fees that you can't see. We tell you if you're taking unnecessary risk. And unfortunately, people are taking about 30 to 40% more risk than they really need to take.
So we see a lot of people doing the DIY trend right now. DIY with everything, you know, home improvement, and also when it comes to financial planning. But the DIY financial planning is not really retirement planning. It's not something that maybe you want to do,
It's very hard
right?
to do it yourself, you know, because if you do it yourself, what happens is people want to do it themselves to save money. And a lot of times, I told a story about that. I'm not going to tell it again. But a lot of times by doing it yourself, you're going to cost you more money, because it's very hard to do a comprehensive plan by doing it yourself. You need to have institutional investing is what we do, and not retail. So you're not paying money to get in, money to get out. So it's very important to understand to have, you know, institutional pricing and to have a plan in place where you're not taking unnecessary risk, and that will save you in the long run.
Well, I want to mention too, if you mention the Morning Blend, or maybe pick up the phone and call right now, you can actually get a copy of Alfie's book. Tell them a little bit about your book. We're giving to the 5th caller here today, so the 5th caller can receive a copy here of the Retirement Fairway. And we're talking chapter 2. We've got a lot more that's going to be coming in our Money Monday segment.
Yes, we're going to talk a lot about that, but the book is really is stories about retiring, because retirement can be very boring. Financial planning, a certified financial planner, it's a very, you know, I try to make it exciting. So it's an easy read, but it's basic, you know, knowledge of 33 years of what I've been doing on and putting it, you know, to practical use.
So some great advice that he has lined up for you, not only here on the Morning Blend on our Money Mondays. Certainly tune in for that, but every Sunday at 10 a.m. you've got your show at 10 for people to tune into as well, right?
Following Chris Wallace, just right on you know, Fox 4, and we talk about what we're doing here, but we talk about financial planning, we're talking about putting income plans together, we're talking about taking the emotion out of investing, a lot of things we talk about that will help you in retirement. A
lot of stuff you guys need to know, so make sure you tune in on Sundays and every Monday here on the Morning Blend for Money Monday. So great to have you back, and I can't wait to learn more about the book.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more, head online, check us out. We'll have this interview with Alfie posted right there, and you can learn more about his book by going to our website, fox4morningblend.com.